This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another premiere draft for Ikoria Lair of Behemoths, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can click on the link in the description below on YouTube, or click on their logo if you're watching on Twitch. And if you do, you'll go to their awesome store using my referral link, so check them out. Ooh, we get another Apex, second Apex of the day. Maybe this one will pay off a little better. I think it is what we take. The fact that it can just come back and mutate over and over again is awesome. He is interesting in that, unlike the others, which you can manage to play in only a 2-color deck because of the hybrid mutate cost, that's harder to do with Space Godzilla, also known as Brokos, if you don't have ways to mill yourself. So it doesn't really matter. It's still a bomb. It's a great card. Huge creature, comes back as a mutate over and over again. It's what we want. Okay, well, second pick, Heartless Act. I think that's where we want to go. It's premium removal. Kills most things. Ram Through and Frill Scare Mentor are nice too, but Heartless Act is definitely better. Okay. So we've got Zagoth Mamba, Frostlinks, and Fire Prophecy. Fire Prophecy is great. However, given our situation, I don't think that it's what I want to take here. I think the Mamba is going to be relatively good in this deck. We're in the 3 most mutate-heavy colors. And it really can turn into an awesome engine. Frostlinks is nice too, so is Boot Nipper, but we're going to go with the Mamba here. Okay, so we've seen 2 really good red removal spells, which is a little bit annoying. Here we're looking at Ram Through versus Scatter. I think we'd rather have Ram Through first anyway here. Yeah, good removal spell. Thank you for the sub, Arctic Avenger. And I'm glad you've been enjoying the channel, Kanyenki. So, fixing something we want. Is it Brokos? Oh, okay. Well, I think we take the Boon here. It's a great card if you can end up in a grindy enough deck. Frostlinks and Phase Dolphin are nice too, but the Boon, fail case, it's a 1-mana cycler, right? So, it's definitely the pick there. It's first pickable, I think, a decent chunk of the time. I think it's a B. I think I give it a C+ in my set review, so. I think I got a lot of things wrong in this set review, mostly because there's like whole cycles I was wrong about, like all the companions, which I said they were all good, but they probably almost all deserve to be at least A-minuses, not Bs and B+. And what else was I wrong about? I think all the 1-mana cyclers are a little better than I anticipated. So, yeah. I don't hate this Scorpion. It's turned out to be pretty decent. But maybe I'd rather just have a draw spell. I mean, I think we're planning on mutating a fair bit. So, having more creatures is good, but I think we'll take an Of One Mind here. So Savai Crystal does not help us. So I think we're going to take one of these other things. We do have Corpse Churn, which makes Brokos a little bit better. And it's good in general when you have bombs, so we could think about Corpse Churn, but I bet we can pick one up without too much trouble. Granted, we can probably pick up a Honey Mammoth without, or like card anyway, without too much trouble. Let's take a Churn here. Okay, well, I think we want Migration Path. You know, we don't have huge mana needs, but I think we have significant enough ones that we want something like Migration Path. You know, I like Skybonder okay. I don't really want a second Of One Mind at this point. We'll take the fixing. Alright, here we take Humble Naturalist. It's a great little 2-drop. Helps us ramp into things, obviously. It's also fixing of sorts. So, yeah. So there's one really good red card left here. but there's also a reasonable green card in Fertilid, so... I think that... yeah, I'll take a Goriak here. It's looking like green's our base color, and black's probably our secondary color, with blue being next. Do we want an Anticipate or a Girafid? I don't like any of these a whole lot. Mutual Destruction's okay too. I think I'm going to go with the Destruction. This is another card that lets us put stuff in our graveyard. I think that'll work for us. We'd like to see some more Mutate. Well, that's a pretty good one to get. He is really, really good. The Mutate doesn't require double blue, so that's good news. We wouldn't mind an Unbreakable Bond or a Farfinder either, but Sea-Dasher Octopus is pretty sweet. I've been pretty happy with it overall. I think it's better than Unbreakable Bond and the like, so yeah. So I would like more Mutate stuff going on with our... Ooh, my. Oh, that's Mutate, and we can play it already in a green-blue deck. So, okay, that's pretty sweet. If we can end up with 2 Apexes that we can actually cast, that seems like a pretty good deal. Or cast and or Mutate. Yeah, it's definitely what we take. We would love this to come back, of course, or Frostlinks, or, you know, but... Obviously, we're going to go with 2 Apexes. Oh my god. Well, I think we're taking Karuga too. That does mean we get rid of some of our better cards, but I think I'm okay with that. So, I mean, we could just put Karuga in our deck, but Karuga's so good that it's perfectly reasonable to just throw away all of your 2-drops. And that's what we're going to do. So... There you go. This Triome helps us fix a bit. So does Rugged Highlands. Probably just want Capture Sphere here, though. I've gotten Karuga so many times. It's kind of amazing. This deck looks really, really absurd right now. Probably means it's not going to do very well, but, you know, you never know. So do we want a second Capture Sphere or a Glowstone Recluse? That is the question. We did just throw away a couple removal spells. I think we probably want another Capture Sphere. We're going to need removal. Alright, so Zagoth Crystal helps us with fixing a bit. Not a ton, but a bit. There's also an Archipelagore, which is obviously a really good card. We can actually basically cut black now, huh? And just be like green-blue... splashing black and red. That's basically what we can do now. Yeah, but we'll take Archipelagore. Capture Sphere number 3. Nah, I think we'd rather have a Fertilid here. We need the mana. And we can mutate onto it, etc. I guess I've one mind. We don't really have any choices here other than that. Look at that. I mean, that's going to be a good time, I think. We need to you know, we don't have any lands that fix for us yet, but we got some nice stuff going on. Ooh, probably take Primal Empathy in this deck, I think, over a Gust of Wind. Yeah. I'm not the right person to ask about Commander because I don't play it. So other people in chat do, though, so they may have good suggestions for you. Okay, so Mammoth or Girafid? I mean, we have enough like big boys who are supposed to close out the game that I think I'm going to go with Girafid, who's less of a big boy. Okay, so this is a hard pack Because we have our Fertilid here, who helps us fix, but we've also got Sandworm and a Thornwood Falls. I think we probably just go with Fertilid. All right, here we definitely take a Rugged Highlands. Sets us up to be able to cast a Luna sometimes, or, you know, sometimes you want to do that. Well, these are both kind of reasonable cards. I guess if we were going to be playing a 2-drop, Corpse Churn might make it. Ooh. I'm down with that Excavation Mole. Wow. So we get another Mythic. We opened 3 Mythics. Cheville might be doable in our deck, but I don't know that it's worth it, especially... Oh, never mind. We don't want him. We have Karuga. Just kidding. We don't want him. I lied. We don't want either of these either. Do we just want a Rugged Highlands? Spell Eater Wolverine isn't terrible in our deck, but it's not great either. The Highlands doesn't fix that well for us, though, frankly. But we're not really playing a Wolverine. Yeah, this pack is... This is a big dud for us. I guess we'll take a Highlands over a Convolute. Okay, so... Probably just Evolving Wilds here over Gust of Wind. We don't want Ram through because we have Karuga, Walker. We're not taking those things. So we are really going to want to play Swamps, a few of them at least one with our Evolving Wilds and stuff. Our bombs, well, we have Karuga as our companion, and we also have 2 Apexes. And now, we have... Oh, man. All right, we're doing it. We're doing the ultimatum here. There's no way we don't, right? I mean, we have good fixing. Yeah, that's silly. I guess I'm glad I picked up those Rugged Highlands. This deck is looking nuts. Goriak, or Bloodfell Caves. I think I'm going to take the Caves here. And I think here we'll take an Excavation Mole. Here we'll take a Swiftwater Cliffs over like Terron and Neutralize. Yeah. Farfinder or Evolving Wilds. Well, we can mutate onto Farfinder, so... Yeah, this deck should 7-0, right? I mean, it should certainly be our best deck of the day, which isn't saying a lot because we went 2-3 and 0-3, but you would think. Two Apexes, an Ultimatum, and Karuga as our guy. So Baby Godzilla would have been nice, but we're Karuga-ing, so we're just going to take more fixing. It's funny we got this Ultimatum again, because we got it in our last one, and it never got to cast it, so... Convolute. We don't really have any other choices there. It would have been nice to pick up a few more Cyclers, but, you know, what are you going to do? Just because we're not doing anything till turn 3 ever, so, you know. I think that the destroy all of your opponent's creatures one, the Mardu one, is the best one. Barrier Breach. That's a cycler, but not really one I want to put into play. We got crazy lucky in this draft. Let's hope it pays off. Thank you for the follow, DeRocha. All right, so Karuga goes here. Ooh. We're low enough on playables that I think we're going to play 2 cyclers that we can, you know, we're splashing, so we can actually occasionally cast Suffocating Fumes. But Barrier Breach, not normally going to have targets, so that'll be interesting. Because of the way our draft went and all the lands we took, we ended up with barely enough playables. So we're even playing our Convolute, which I don't love. In terms of things that can be played with Karuga, that is. That's the other reason it doesn't show a whole lot. Okay, so let's see if they have our mana in not an insane way. They want us to play 2 swamps. I think that's unreasonable. I think we really only need to play 1 swamp. So we have 3 Fertilids, a Migration Path, 2 Evolving Wilds, and a Bloodfell Caves. Now, our Mole could potentially mill. If we only have 1 swamp, that's a bit dangerous, I guess, because of the Mole. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice to have some Lynxes. You're not wrong. We passed several of them for crazier things. I think I want to cut a swamp and put in an island. Although, all our fixing is green, pretty much. So let's actually put in a forest. That's not a forest. Alright, so this deck looks bonkers. Let's see if it's as bonkers as it looks. Oh. Was there not a mountain in our deck? Yeah, if there wasn't a mountain, that is definitely what we should have done. Oh, I almost clicked Mulligan there. We don't want to click that. I kind of overlooked the... They didn't put a mountain in our deck, huh? How crazy are they? I mean, obviously I should have looked more carefully, but why would there not be a mountain in our deck? Wow, there's really not one. Way to go, Arena. Okay, well, we're gonna get our swamp here. Yeah. So... I need to remember to fix that after this game. Should I just lead with a Mole here? Mole plus Sea Dasher mutated onto it is a thing. Well, you know, I don't hate that we milled both of those. We went 0-3 with that ultimatum deck, sadly. Alright, with all their mana up, I'm not going to try to Sea Dasher Octopus here. I'll tell you that much. I'm just going to play Fertilid. Which may or may not get countered. I can't believe still that there's not a mountain in our deck. It hurts my soul a little bit. Oh, hey. Well, at least we can cast him. Oh my god. This lack of mountains. We're not going to ever be able to cast our ultimatum the way they built our mana base that I overlooked. Alright, so we're going to attack. Well, that's not nice. Like, if I had mountains in my deck the way a sane person would, I would be able to Genesis Ultimatum no problem. But I don't. Such a big thing to have happen for us. Yeah. Okay, well. Let's rumble with these Fertilids. Play another Excavation Mole. See if they counter that. Nope, I have no mountains. Largely because, I didn't pay attention to how they built our mana base, you know, automatically. We should probably have 2 mountains in our deck. We should probably have 2 of everything so that if we get our, well, we probably only need 1 swamp, but 2 mountains might be necessary. The thing is, we can kind of play around our opponent's counter magic here. Yeah, okay. So, is it going to be better to just flash in my Octopus than to get lands? If I could get mountains, obviously that would be better, but I can't. So, I think we just flash in the Octopus here. Yeah. Yeah, so then now we play Karuga. Well, that should work out well for us. Hey, look, red mana. It's gonna be hard for them to survive here. How would the Octopus... Oh, you're right. It would have made it a 4/4. Definitely a good call. Would have been, anyway. Well, she's powerful, but they have to block Karuga here or die, so... then we get to draw another card. I'm going to cycle this away first, see if we want to do something different. Ooh, well, we're actually gonna have our ultimatum online next turn, so that's not a bad fallback plan. Okay. So we're gonna cast the Goriak and leave up Convolute just in case here. Who needs mountains? Yeah. It's true. Yep, that should do it. Thank God our mana base didn't cost us a game here. Okay, back to our mana base. Yeah, we want to add at least one mountain. I mean, we do have 4 red sources. Plus evolving, well, yeah. By adding a mountain, yeah, I think we definitely add a mountain. Question is, what do we cut? I think maybe the answer is an island. These all look like they cost double blue, but they all have mutate. So, although blue is the color we need the most for Genesis Ultimatum, green is the color that makes sure we get our mana right. So, I think we'd rather cut an island and add 1 mountain at least. I kind of want to add 2 mountains, but I think it's very tricky to pull that off here with our mana base. Yeah. And just adding 1 mountain makes a big difference in terms of evolving wilds and stuff like that. So, and Migration Path and Fertilid. So, yeah. I think we want the 1 swamp too. I could cut a Highlands. I don't think I want to, though. Interesting. So we have early Cyclers, but it's a pretty bad hand nonetheless. I guess it's going to make sure I hit land drops. Blah. It is not an ideal hand at all, though. Yeah, I think it's a mulligan. Goodbye, Garifid. Wow, we got all our red mana this time. Without any help from our new mountain. Let's find out if this is a scary cycling deck. Looks likely. That's about what I was going to say. Is I bet they're about to play a Drannith Stinger, and then they did. So there you go. Okay. Well, let's play our Excavation Mole. That's not the one we wanted to mill. It does happen sometimes when you mill. I build mana bases mostly by instinct. I definitely don't use hypergeometric distribution, I can tell you that. I wish we had a back for more we were splashing. That would always make milling something feel less awful. Guess I'd rather play the wilds here. We need one more blue mana, actually, so we'll be getting our island with it. I don't think we want to trade. Not when we have Keruga. Yeah, we're flooding a bit, but we'll be okay. Maybe. We're 1-0 so far, Sweeney. 1-0. So our opponent has a really good cycling deck, and that's, you know, as sweet as our deck is, that is something to be feared. From what we've seen so far, it seems like they do. They have 1-mana cyclers, Draenith Stinger, Draenith Healer. Okay, so the question is whether I try to play Keruga here or just cast of 1 Mind for now. That is our question here. I think playing Keruga here is pretty reasonable. There's a chance they kill our Fertilid in response is the thing. So maybe I hold off. Yeah, let's cast an of 1 Mind. See what we can hit. Ooh, that's nice. If I play an untapped land, I can search for a land, but I'm not sure I care. They probably have Divine Arrow. It's not really worth an attack there, I don't think. We can actually play Archipelagore next turn, and that may just be a good play. Like, to just mutate, tap down whatever their best thing is, and smash them. Now it's looking even more appealing. Yeah, we'll take the hit. So, Archipelagore, mutate. Now the problem is going to be if they have, Snare Tactician, because we just went all in on a card. Pacifism's going to suck too, frankly, but Snare Tactician would be worse because it's a ongoing problem instead of just like a one-time thing, you know? Yeah, Swallow Whole would be bad too. There's lots of things that would be bad, unfortunately for us. There are a lot of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well. It's a little scary to attack here, I think. It could go real sideways. Let's play Karuga. Alright, that'll be useful later. I think we just end the turn. I mean, we can hold them back right now and eventually go wide enough to beat them, hopefully. That's the plan. Capture Sphere will be really useful against that Lava Serpent. Although I think if it attacks me, I'm probably blocking it one way or another, but... Thing is, I have to block the Marmoset, too. Yeah, a whole lot of things do kill me. Nope, Fertilid's not a second card because it's mutated onto. The good news is they only have 2 Cyclers in their graveyard, so Zenith Flare isn't quite going to get them there, most likely. Every card only counts the mutates as 1. Uh-oh. I'm glad you're even, but you two are... One of you is odd, and that's not good. Wait a second. Yeah. So, the Marmoset's a little bit of a problem. But it can't quite take me down. And for that reason... How are we gonna block? So if we can survive this and keep all our creatures alive, we can win. And the way we might be able to do that... Yeah, so the Marmoset only needs to be pumped twice. No. Yes. So if they have 2 1-mana Cyclers, Archipelagor will die blocking it. If they have 2 1-mana Cyclers, I'm also dead. They also could have the Double Strike Trick. Yeah, these are all of our problems here. So I think, though, we put Archipelagor here. And Karuga. Oh, man. If they have the Double Strike Trick, I'm dead if I don't block the Lava Serpent. Alright, I think we have to block like this. Okay. Well, at least we got rid of that, I guess. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 mana. So let's cast of One Mind. Okay. Having a creature we can flash in here is pretty nice, but yeah, we can't also use Capture Sphere, so if we do that, no, yeah. All right, so I think we pass the turn. Oh God, Mutate, you're right. Yeah, that was a punt. I forgot about the mutate. I could still do it at instant speed. So maybe I do that, huh? The only... Yeah, so I think that is what we do. Yeah. I think it's safe enough to attack here, especially because I draw a card between Capture Sphere and Fertilid. Yeah, so let's just rumble. Actually, they could have killed my creature there. Oh, man. Okay. I don't really need to use the Capture Sphere this turn. I'll probably use it next turn on Obosh. Well, or at the end of their turn. Archipelagor was a Fertilid and then a Sea Dasher Octopus as well. Where's our ultimatum? That's what we could really use. So I definitely block Perimeter Sergeant with Fertilid. Alright, so let's pass to attackers. None of them technically have Double Strike, luckily. That would be even worse news. I can at least trade with the Perimeter Sergeant here, which is what I would do. Man, it's gonna hurt if they have the Double Strike trick here. Well, they don't have the Double Strike trick, but that still hurts. Okay. I think we go for lands here. We're gonna go to 1 life. Yeah. So we gotta grab some lands. And hope we hit like our ultimatum, I guess. Luckily it has cycling, but yeah, that'll do it. That was a rough one. That deck was great. I mean, it was hard to contend with what they were doing. All right. I will be right back, and then we'll continue. I could have attacked to draw a card. That's true. I think we were still dead. Like, we'd have to have the ultimatum hit 5 permanents to not die, but probably should have done it. But yeah, I'll be right back. All right. Let's see if we can not underachieve with this deck. All right, that's a keeper. Probably just gonna cycle my fumes on turn 2. Well, now I could consider holding on to it, I think, and just playing a tap land. Yeah, I think that's fine here. Yeah, that's a scary creature. It'll damage us a lot, potentially, before we're ever able to do something about it. So I think we want our swamp here more than we want our mountain. Yeah, we already have double red anyway, obviously, so yeah, we'll grab our swamp. Yeah, fast start isn't great news for us. I could use Fumes plus a block to kill Frenzied Raptor this turn. Yeah, I could also just play another creature and then Karuga next turn and hope that that's enough. But we might get run over early here. It's looking a little scary. Let's go with Goriak. I can actually play my Brokos next turn too, which is probably a little better. Yeah, I think because of Brokos, I'm kind of cool with the trade here. Or an attempted one. I think going wide there is better than mutating. Especially because of Menace. Yeah, they screwed that up. I was gonna say, like, what are they doing here? All I have to give up is a 1-1. Well, I guess we'll take that win. I don't know what he was thinking, like... I don't know. I think it was just a mistake. Because they realized as soon as I double blocked it. Maybe they thought I mutated? I don't know. We have a cycler and some other stuff. I think this is keepable. Yeah. I think it'll work. Ooh, not if we draw all of our expensive cards, but... What are we going to draw next? Our ultimatum? Might be time for another scary cycling deck, unfortunately, for us. Dang, you only destroy enchantments. It's not looking good. We're gonna go with our mole. Hey, DeButter. Glad you made it to the stream. You know, one other time I ended up with a completely absurd deck and I only went 3 and 3. So let's hope we can avoid that today. Well, who? I guess we just pass, leave up Convolute and Sea Dasher Octopus. Yeah. It's not really what you're hoping for, I don't think, but... Now it has lifelink. So I can flash in my Octopus. Oh, no, I can't. Because I don't have double blue. Man, that sucks. Okay, so we're just going to take 4. What I can do, though... yeah, so I think we go ahead and Convolute. Alright, we've got Capture Sphere. I think we definitely just want to slap it onto this thing before it gets hexproof. So... yeah. That's what we'll do. And hope they don't have more cycling. They probably do, though. Running into 2 really good cycling decks is a good way to lose, even when you have 2 Apexes and a companion. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dead most ways you roll it here, so... I think they got me. All they need is a cycler after all. Well then.
You will not see things my way. Evolution provides a tactical advantage.
I don't think they need to do that, Goobus, because these are people drafts now, not other types of drafts. So that's freaking Luca. I guess we're gonna play our Karuga. They only made stuff drop less because, yeah. Well, the more people that try to draft cycling in the first place, the less good their decks will be, so.
Monsters are the key to defending my city.
dead if they ever draw a card with cycling. So, like that. Yeah, that pretty much does it, right? Let's see. Is there actually a way for me to survive? No. No, there's not. So we're 2-2 with this deck. Like I said, the last time I had a deck this absurd, I went like 3-3. Ugh. So, you know, it happens. Especially if you run up against crazy good cycling decks. That second one I think was better than our first one. I think we can afford to keep this because of cycling. You know, that bit us a little bit earlier, but I think this hand is better. I don't think the problem is Karuga requirements at all. You get so much of a bonus out of playing these companions that it always overcomes the downside. And Karuga is one where it has additional built-in card advantage, so it's pretty crazy. Probably gonna cycle the boon before I cycle the migration path. We'll see, though. So this opponent's gonna be doing some gross reanimating. Yeah, so we're gonna cycle the boon. Then let's play the mole. Okay, so I'm gonna attack here. So they're leaving up a bunch of mana, which makes something like Convolute or Essence Scatter pretty likely. I can play around that here by casting Migration Path, though, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we'll grab a mountain and an island. Okay. Sadly, it was only Dark Bargain, which... yeah. So yeah, we'll get a mountain and an island. Oh my god. I can still mutate him, but I really screwed that up because... Nah, oh, never mind. I knew I did that for a reason. I have a swamp in my hand. We're fine. Everything's fine. Alright, so let's play Bracos here. Probably cycling that Barrier Breach. So if they play something like Capture Sphere, we're not going to cycle our Barrier Breach. Ooh. Well, the good news is we have Capture Sphere. And Bracos can come back. So it's not the end of the world. I think we cycle our Barrier Breach here, though. so let's rumble. And probably just play the Goriak here too. So, they did the nasty reanimation once and we stopped it. I don't know if we can stop it again. Ooh. Suffocating Fumes are going to be so good on this board. Man. It's like backbreaking on this board for our opponent. Yeah, so... let's play Suffocating Fumes here. If they convolute, we can just pay, so... that's not nice. Okay. Well, that's less than ideal. I think we probably just cast a Luna as a creature this next turn. We can't pay for her mutate, so we're just gonna play a Luna here. And maybe mutate Archipelagore onto her, depending on what happens here. We still get the trigger that way. We couldn't mutate a Luna. You need 5 mana for that. 6, I mean. Well, that's not very nice. Okay. Why do our opponents always seem to have the answers today? We still haven't played Karuga, which is worth noting. I think we're gonna mutate here. And then play an Excavation Mole. So, if they don't have more removal, they probably do, though. They're in blue. I mean, they're in black. They've probably got something here to make us really sad. But if we can mutate Archipelagore onto either of these, that'll probably get us there. Probably. Thanks to Trample and whatnot. We're just going to take 4 here. And go for it, probably with Archipelagore. Oh yeah, now we definitely win with Archipelagore. Yeah. Nice. We never even cast Karuga that game. It's kind of funny. So, at the very least, it's been our best draft of the day, so hopefully we can do a little better than that, but yeah, I think Of One Mind makes this keepable, maybe. Ugh. Maybe not. We have to give up Migration Path. That's our only cycler. Oh, man. But we do have removal, an early creature, a strong... This helps us hit land drops pretty effectively. Man. This is a challenging hand. I think the complete lack of green mana and how slow it is enough to send it back. Okay, I feel better about this one. We don't have our more powerful cards, but we have way better mana, so I think I'll take it. And we'll send an island back. And we don't need that powerful of cards. We just need a bunch of 3-drops to get out there, and then, you know, there you go. I don't play Magic Online very often these days. I'll probably play it the next time a Masters set is out, but that's about it. So, yeah, let's get the Forest. There's another one. Because, yeah, if we can just play 2 3-drops and then Karuga, we're going to be in business. So... we do need one more land for that to happen. Does that mean we should play Fertilid? I don't think so. Well, we did just milk 2 lands. Alright, Idaro. Might have to see you later, it seems. Okay, well, we got the land we needed, so, yeah, let's attack with our Mole. And I think I'm going to play the Goriak here. And if both these guys are alive, we'd probably play Karuga. Yeah, I played Magic Online a lot for like 5 years, but then Arena came along, and now they even have people drafts on Arena, which is enough for me to like it. All right. Well, I think I can pretty safely attack with all of these, and then play Karuga. Yeah. Although, you know, yeah, they can kill one of my creatures here, but they have to give up Pyroceratops or both their tokens. So, yeah, let's play Karuga now. Nice. So we can cast the Boon next turn. Now that Pyroceratops is a bit of a problem. What? No, do it. Come on. Kill your token for me for free. Alright, so we're not under a lot of pressure here, so I think we just cast our Boon. We have bombs waiting for us in our deck, so, you know, like that Genesis Ultimatum. Which we'll be able to cast next turn? Yes, we will. I don't see us having time to ever cast this Primal Empathy, so we'll get rid of it. Yeah, so next turn we play Island, and we finally get to cast our Ultimatum, which we've been waiting. We've had it 2 drafts in a row and haven't gotten to cast it, so... And both of our Apexes are still in our deck, so that'd be great. We want them to tap down their blue mana, ideally. Okay, they did. We're good. It's ultimatum time. This is gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh, man. That wasn't nearly as game-winning as I thought it was going to be. Alright, well, you know. We did still draw 3 cards and stuff, I guess. The fact that we didn't hit one of our apexes and there's only 13 cards left in our library is a little bit silly, I have to say. We're not going to need you or you. So thank you for your service. So now they're leaving blue mana up. Yeah, I finally got to cast it, and boy, was it underwhelming. Okay. Am I willing to go for it with Archipelagore when they have this much mana up? I don't think so. I don't think I am. Although, what do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 mana. So I could potentially Mole again. Although, the Mole's kind of dangerous right now with 11 cards in our library. So that's worth keeping in mind. Man, the problem here is, like, Archipelagore is the play here that is backbreaking for our opponent. Let's cycle away this Barrier Breach. See what we have. We have a land. Yeah, so let's go for it with Archipelagore. I guess Trample's better. Hopefully it's just removal they have and we still get the 7/7, you know? Oh, shoot. Looks like it actually happened. Well, they could still have removal, I guess. Yeah. And they do. They do. Still gets tapped down, but, you know, that's not really what you want to be doing with that much mana. Okay, you 2 Apexes who are still in my deck. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to avert this 3/3. I'm gonna cycle Migration Path at the end of my turn. At the end of their turn, I mean. Uh-oh. That guy's got double strike. Yeah, we have Brokos and a Luna. Yeah, things are getting a little ugly over here. Well, there's Brokos. Guess we're gonna play him. Just as a regular creature. Not as a mutant. It is awesome, but we're probably gonna 3-3 with the deck, Manta. Which is real sad. Am I willing to attack my Goriak here? I don't think so. Is it just better to play the Girafid here than to leave up Capture Sphere? I mean, a 3/5, yeah, I think it is. Let's give it... What do we want to give it? Let's go with Reach. Man, we whiffed on our ultimatum. And yeah, that Archipelagor turn was rough. I am at 21, so I mean I can take some real hits and hope we get a Luna, but a Luna's not going to do a whole lot. Well, being a big flyer matters, I guess. But yeah, she's probably the bottom of our library. I could shuffle my library with my Fertilid. Alright, so I probably blocked that. Do I? I'm at 21. I would probably just take it. Yeah, I decided not to do that. Man, that's a lot of Fertilids. Okay, so... Fertilid. Fertilid. Leave up Capture Sphere. And in my turn. Attacking with Brokos is incredibly dangerous because all they have to do is put a counter on their Ceratops. Now, I am planning on shutting that thing down on their next turn. But yeah. Still would rather shut down the Ceratops, given the option, and I am given the option, so... yeah, so Capture Sphere, Ceratops. Come on, Aluna. Where are you? So, if I get a Luna right now, it won't quite be lethal. I think next turn, if we still don't hit her, we're probably going to use Fertilid to try to get us there. But yeah. So, let's attack with Brokos. Can't really chump block him. Did you? I think they forgot he has Trample. Or they have a trick. Nope, I think they forgot about Trample. I think I'll hold off on Of One Mind here. So a Luna can potentially win us the game on a Fertilid. potentially. Okay. He can come back, so that doesn't break my heart too much. Alright, so... my fear of decking is very real. It's true. Alright. Okay. What can you do about it? Yeah, that's what you can do about it. Okay, so I think this turn we're just gonna leave our mole up and flash in the dasher. Yeah. I think we just take this. I could block and kill the Wolverine, potentially, with my Girafid, but... maybe that's worth it. Probably is. We have to buy time to draw a Luna, basically, so... I think that's fine. Oh, there she is. So it's going to come down to whether or not our opponent can do something about this. All right, well, let's find out what the answer is. Ooh! Looked like we were going to lose that game for a long time, but we managed to turn the corner and find a Luna in time to not lose. Alright, so we got one winning record today, at least. One of them. There's a lid on this water bottle. Yeah, those Fertilids, man. They did the job. That early block they did, the chump they did against Bracos was huge because it got them to low enough life that flying a Luna was enough to finish the job. Thank you for the bits, Sushis. We're going first, huh? This is a hand where if we hit a third land, we're in reasonable shape. But it's another one where we're at a risk of, like, really having a hard time casting Karuga, potentially. And obviously that's not where we want to be. Yeah, I think this is a mulligan. This is better thanks to all the cycling. It kind of feels like Migration Path isn't going to matter here. We're going to need to hit green mana one way or another. Yeah. Okay. Forest would have been better, but there we go. That's what we're asking for. That's all we're asking for. Alright, so looking pretty good. I think our cycling got us there. Oh, they have Giganta. And an Ominous Seas. We got beat by a pretty scary Ominous Seas deck earlier today. Well, now we have all the mana in the world, more or less. Is the... Yeah, it's probably better to play Fertilid here. It's even kind of a good place to mutate the Octopus, so that's what we'll go with. I do have that Destroy Enchantment card, you're right. That's pretty sweet here. So, because they could have Essence Scatter, maybe I want to go wider here. It's also better for Karuga if I go wide, so I think we just let this hit them. And then we will sacrifice our Evolving Wilds at the end of the turn and flash in the Octopus. I guess we want to grab a Forest, that Evolving Wilds. And then we play Karuga on our turn and draw 3 cards, which is pretty nice. Wow, maybe they don't need any more lands. Oh, double blue, you're right. Well, I guess I'm probably just going to mutate it because I screwed that up. So, yeah. Grab Forest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, I bet they're running, like, very few lands, and just, like, Ominous Seas is their main plan. They weren't that far away from making a guy, but I guess maybe they ran out of cyclers and didn't... I bet they were running, like, 13 lands in their deck. Which is what you want to do with that deck, usually, but I think it was a problem for them there. We weren't too far away from being able to cast our Ultimatum, so... Yeah. Alright, we're 5-3 now, which is enough, you know. I feel like if we'd done that, that's pretty decent. Man, this is another bad opener, though. Whew. Yeah, I think we send it back. Our mana's bad. We don't have any cycling. We don't have any fixing. We don't have green mana. Okay, well, this is reasonable. Is this a Primal Empathy kind of hand? I don't really feel like it is. Okay, that's good news. I'll be cycling the Boon at the end of their turn. What we really want to do is just go Mull, Fertilid, Karuga. Like, you know, that's a pretty basic opener, and that's kind of what we want. Cat Tribal. Oh, hey. Alright, so yeah, we'll play... It doesn't matter as much what we play now. Let's play the Mull. Wow. We did just mill both of our capture spheres. Which is really our only removal, so... Okay, that's a really good draw here. So let's attack. We can use Suffocating Fumes to blow them out if they block, and if they don't block, we just play Fertilid, so... You know. Yeah, they don't block. We really need blue mana. Oh yeah, I didn't even have mana for Fumes. God. Oh. Alright, so... Actually, I guess we don't want to do it right away. Might as well wait. Yeah. Might as well wait. Search up a swamp here. For Bracos and Suffocating Fumes. We can actually search up 2 lands. Yeah, maybe we grab a swamp and an island and just lose our Fertilid here. Yeah. Alright, so... We now have the black mana that can blow them out if they decide to block. I think I'll go ahead and attack here. We could have Divine Arrow, I guess, but that's fine. So do we bother with our Fumes here just to kill that and then play like Of One Mind? Or do we just let this happen and then play our big guy? I think we just play our big guy. Like if they just... If there's no plan here from our opponent and they're just calling our bluff. I think that's where we want to go. Okay, well... I guess I'm glad they used that on my Fertilid. Probably means they have more removal, though, if they were willing to do that. So that's worth keeping in mind. This Keensight Mentor is definitely a problem. Yeah, they got Blood Curdle too. So they hit me for 5, 6 here, yeah. Ow. Alright, so I think we just play this. We're gonna go with Reach. Just in case. Suffocating Fumes is getting less good now. So these can both get big enough to survive combat. If I do this, they have to make their guy big enough. I might as well. Makes them use the mana, if nothing else. Could still find an opening for Suffocating Fumes at some point or another. So... Still need that double blue pretty badly. Don't really see a reason to mutate our Bracos here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to cast Of One Mind here, and then decide what I'm going to do after that. Okay. We're a little ways away from Genesis Ultimatum, but not a crazy distance away. I think I just play Karuga here. Oh, that'll help us hit our ultimatum. This will be interesting. That's for sure. So what I need for ultimatum is just 1 blue mana. That's all we're in need of. In addition to this blue mana, I should note. So yeah, I need to grab an island. Mostly. Yeah, we've got the green and the red. We just don't have the blue. So we'll just grab 2 islands. And play a Fertilid. But yes, let's hope our ultimatum is better than it was last time. The fact I hit my 2 capture spheres is not good. I can tell you that much. I'm hoping we hit a Luna this time, or Archipelagor. We don't have a Sandworm in this deck, do we? That was an earlier one. All right. Let's see what happens. We could wait, potentially. But it's not like, I mean, we've already gotten tons of lands out of our deck, so. There we go. So we do get 2 lands, but we also get Archipelagor and Excavation Mole. We are also down to only 6 cards in our library, but, you know. So I can mutate this onto Archipelagor for that trigger. And then Sea Dasher Octopus next turn for another trigger. I think maybe the Mentor is what we want to tap down the most. Yeah, let's tap it down first. Let's see if we'll... I really think this is going to be the game where we mill ourselves out before we can win, so... We'll see, though. We needed to hit a Luna there, really. However, if we can Archipelagor here... Archipelagor here is pretty big in terms of an attack. Do we want to dig for a Luna? Let's think here. I could actually wait until their turn to do it at instant speed and then tap down 2 things. And then they'd be tapped down longer, giving us a longer opening. But we only have so much time right now. That's kind of a problem. I think we just do it now. Okay. And then I think we can 3, 4. Yeah, we can pretty safely attack with everything here. And then use the fumes to maybe get a blowout one place or another. Yeah, I have managed not to F up a mutation yet, somehow. So we are going to kill the tiger and keep our mole alive. I think we actually wait, though. Oh, do we want to wait? Yeah, killing the tiger is big enough that I think we just do it now. Because that kills the big flyer. Keeps our Fertilid alive. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, we didn't do near enough damage in that attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we play Fertilid. And then mutate Bracos onto Fertilid. So Aluna's somewhere in our deck, but she doesn't win us the game automatically, so I don't think trying to find her is wise. Last time she won us the game immediately. She won't quite be able to do that here. Her effect will be big, though. I mean, we put it on the other Fertilid. These jerks can attack this turn. Yeah, I think we attack with both of those. Coilbug plus Bushmeat Poacher is not great news in the long run here. Ooh, I do like hitting them for 8 here, though. That gives us more of an out. I think we're really hoping Aluna is the next card in our deck. Even if she is, though, our opponent can gain so much life that it's going to be very hard to kill them. And we have no way of locking these guys down, so they can just wait for us to draw out now. So maybe what I need to do is just draw a Luna right this second to have a chance. Okay. Wow. She is really the last card in our deck. Oh, that's rough. Should have shuffled. Should have shuffled my deck. Yeah. So I think we lose. There's not really any way we can come back. I think I was going to lose even if I hit a Luna. But yeah. A Luna would have given us a tiny, tiny chance of going after them in the air over the next 2 turns. Now, the problem is they could just sack these and gain enough life to survive and then have us mill out, so... You know. We can still do it, just for fun. It is funny, she was literally our last card. Aha! Well, you know, we went to 5 and 3. I think that is underachieving with this deck, but we just ran up against some really good decks. We didn't really have any horrible luck lead to our problems. I mean, maybe the one time we cast an ultimatum and got nothing, but, you know, still. I'll take the 5-3 though, as poorly as our day started. And I mean, yesterday we had 7 and 2 and 7 and 1. So, you know. Wait, didn't I have 90? Yes, so it's 102. 79. And probably 56 or so. Thank you for the follow, little chunky. Yeah, so we do get our entry back and then some, so that's good. All right, well, that'll do it for today's stream. I'm going to come back someday this week. It might be tomorrow. It might be later than that, but it'll be at some point during the week this week instead of just the weekend, because if I do that, I finally hit the threshold I need for Twitch Partner. So might be tomorrow. I'll tweet about it, and there'll be notifications and all that. So, yeah. So thanks, everybody, for stopping by, and I hope I see you all next time I stream.